Hey guys, it's the 8th Android Gamer here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking on A&T Bound Hero Battle on Infernal. It's a fairly difficult map, but if you manage to beat it, it's going to give you 4 orbs, which is going to be nice and handy with the legendary banner coming up on Wednesday, and Zelgius' banner out right now. So let's jump into it. What we have here is a map that... It's an odd one. Basically, you're going to need to defend from air units down the right side, and then you're going to need to defend mainly from armor units down the left. However, they do throw 2 mages into the mix, which makes it that much more annoying. On the right side, you are most definitely going to need an archer, 100%. Either a brave bow archer, which is going to allow you to attack twice and kill them in one shot every time, or you're going to need to do what I did here, and you're going to need a sing unit. I think the Sing unit is beneficial because it also allows Henry to double shot people on the left side if you get the chance. In this case, if you do not have a Brave Bow or a Sing unit accompanying your Archer, the problem is that you can't kill him fast enough. You'll take one out and then 2 more will come, and eventually you'll be overrun and one of your units will die and you'll lose the match. So I find that a Sing unit works very well for the beginning because it allows you to take your archer and kill the flying units as they come fast enough, and then as soon as the flying units are dealt with, you can use that Sing on Henry particularly to take out the armor units that basically start to overwhelm the left side. To make this all work, you're going to need a very tanky person on the left side. I do think red will work better in that case. You probably could get away with a green if it's an excellent unit, but I find because there are so many red armors on that side, red is better. And in this case, I chose Zelgius, but you could probably get away with the Black Knight as well. One or the other, I would say. Zelgius is just a slightly stronger unit stat-wise. Basically, yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to kill most of the flying units, in fact, all of the flying units off pretty much first. That is, your left side, you're just going to let them tank for a while you deal with the right side. As soon as you've dealt with the right side, you can use the Sing unit you have right there to start basically using Henry for double shots, or whichever mage you're using, that is. This map right here, basically, it's more a matter of sit back and wait for them to come. If you follow that, and if you've got the makeup I've said, you should be able to beat it without too much of an issue. But beyond that, I'm actually not going to spend this whole video talking about this map. It would just get a little too boring. You can see what's happening. I've explained the basic makeup, so I think from that you'll get what you need. Instead, I think I'm going to talk about possible builds I'm looking at for the future. And this is not specific to this map or to Arena or to anything, just builds I'm looking at for the game as a whole. I do have a Zelgius with a 1 merge on him right now, as you can see. I am trying to roll for at least 1 more with better IVs before this banner ends, and then I'm hoping to have maybe 100 or so orbs saved up for the legendary banner on Wednesday. I will be putting out a video probably tomorrow, which is 200 orbs spent on the Zelgius banner because I did not have Zelgius and I very much wanted him. I got 2 of them, so spoiler I guess, but I was a little disappointed because outside of the 2 Zelgius, I did not get great units. I did alright. I got a couple 5 stars. The Zelgius, though, what I'm planning on doing with him, and he's partially built as you can see, is that I am going to be putting Warding Breath on him so that he is slightly better at tanking mages, because I'm more worried leaving him at 23 reserve, and that's with my summoner support, will mean that he is basically going to be one-shotted by a lot of high-end mages, or if any mage whatsoever gets a double shot, he's going to be finished. With Warding Breath, it just allows him to survive that little bit more, I guess. It gives him the ability to hopefully survive with like 3 health, activate his Aether, and then bump himself back up to like 25 or 30 health. I find it's really good for cycling that way, and for long maps, he does really well that way. For his B slot, I'm completely well, I don't really know, to be honest. Basically, it's going to be determined by what reserves I get. At the moment, the best reserve I've pulled on him is a neutral, believe it or not. I pulled a minus attack plus speed, which I did not want, although plus speed is not bad. I did not want the minus attack. And so the other one I pulled was a completely neutral IV, and that's what I stuck with. I merged the other one into him. And I guess what I'm saying is that if my next pull was to be a, let's say, plus attack minus speed, I would probably use Wary Fighter. Because at that point, Zelgius is sitting at 30 speed, and he's sitting at, I think, 55 attack without any other bonuses. And I feel at that point, he's going to be just a one-shot machine. He's not going to be doubling people very much, but it will stop him from being doubled and make him that much tankier. If I get a plus speed minus HP, for example, I would probably go with Bold Fighter or something on the B spot. Might even keep Warp Powder, which is his little niche ability that he has that allows him to teleport to another unit. But I would definitely not use Worry Fighter at that point. Although people can still hit me twice, even with if they can't double him based on speed, with abilities now like Bold Fighter and Brave Bows and such, and Brave Tombs for that matter, they can hit you twice anyway, regardless. I don't worry about that as much. For example, with Bold Fighter, if an army unit is fighting him, Zelgius right now has like 44 defense for me or something. I'm not too worried about getting hit twice. The Brave Tombs, there's really not much I can do about it. I guess I suppose Wary Fighter would be handy in that case, but I don't want to put an ability in the B slot for one very rare scenario. And that's why I feel that it's kind of dependent on the IVs. If I have minus speed IVs, I'll go Wary Fighter. If I have plus speed IVs, I'll use Bold Fighter and get the double cooldown on my special, which is going to be Aether, because I just love the attack and heal mechanic. I love it. It keeps him, it sustains him. It keeps him going for a really long time. And for the C slot, I don't know particularly. Armor March is an option. I would also say Threat and Attack is an option, which is what I'm using in this video, because it means that with him being in armor, they're almost always going to be in distance of the ability, and that way it just seems with his super high defense and them losing -5 attack, he becomes super tanky. For his seal, I'm thinking probably going to be either a plus defense, or possibly going to be something like Ike's normal Heavy Blade. That's what it is, Heavy Blade, whereby he can hit and get a cooldown for it because he's got high attack. So basically that's what this video has been. I was just showing you how to beat the video, and then I was discussing a build of Zelgius, who I just rolled, and I plan on making one of my star units. He is my summoner support. If you enjoyed the video, thanks very much.